everybody. Welcome to the Upkeep for Monday, August 19th, 2019. All the Magic news that you need in 10 minutes or less. I'm one of your hosts, Maria, and we've got amateur pro Greg joining us this week.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be on the Upkeep for the first time.
Welcome to the Upkeep, Greg. And I asked you to be here, well, because number one, Megan's on vacation, and number two, we've got some pretty big organized play changes.
Absolutely. So this week, there was a big organized play announcement from Wizards of the Coast. They finally sat us down and talked to us all about what's going to happen with the MPL and competitive events going forward.
So this is a big change for the system moving ahead.
Absolutely. So first of all, what I want to say about this is transparency is great. Earlier this year, they weren't really telling us this much, which was really disappointing a lot of the pro players, and especially players like me who are kind of mid-level grinder players. But here they've made a commitment to telling us what's going to go on in the future. And if you read this article, it's like 20 plus pages of content. So we're going to do our best to sum up a little bit here, but you can hear more about it on the full podcast this week and go read the article for like way too many details.
Yes, that's right. Good luck, high five. We'll break this down in detail. But I think one of the overarching things we can take away from this, Greg, is that basically we've got two tracks here. We've got arena play and we have tabletop play.
Right.
Their own dedicated tracks to the MPL. The MPL being kind of like the goal, the gold standard, the new platinum, as it were. Even better than platinum, actually.
Absolutely.
For Magic players, is kind of the holy grail, what you want to aspire to as a player.
Right. And with that tabletop play, they've announced what's called the Players Tour, which will be the new evolution of the Pro Tour. It'll be regional, so there'll be one for the Americas, one for Europe, and one for the Asia-Pacific region. There'll be 3 Players Tours per region per year, so that's 9 per year in all. You can only play in one region per year, probably the region you live in. But those will kind of be the replacement for the Pro Tour, and those will be well-supported tournaments with coverage. They'll still be what will now go back to being called PTQs, Player Tour Qualifiers, which for a while were MCQs, but those will be the way to qualify. And so there's still, people were worried that the Pro Tour would not be supported anymore because of this shift to Arena, and this is Wizards of the Coast saying, no, we're still going to keep tabletop Magic front and center, which for a player like me is very exciting.
Yeah, I love paper play. It's how I got introduced to the game. It's what keeps me in the game. And notably, all of these player tours will feed a Players Tour Grand Global Final.
Yes.
And one of those per region per year, so 3 total. And that is going to be pretty exciting because it's going to be the MPL playing against all of these people that have done well enough at these individual Players Tours to play in this big tournament.
Yeah, that's going to be an amazing event to watch.
Yeah, so you can earn points on your way towards the MPL or the new Rivals League, more on that in a second, through these tabletop player tour events or through events on Arena.
Yep.
So let's talk about the MPL. We now have a clear path on how you actually get there.
Absolutely. So if MPL is the platinum, there's now an equivalent of the next level down, which some people are saying is the equivalent of being a gold pro, which is being in the Rivals League. So the Rivals League is kind of a sub MPL, with a much smaller payout. But it will include many more members, including the top point earners from both the tabletop track and the arena track, some discretionary invites, and some other people, for example, people who were in the MPL before but didn't make the cut to stay in the MPL will be demoted to the Rivals
minors
League.
of baseball and the majors of baseball.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's how I've been thinking about it. And there's something pretty exciting, a brand new tournament called the Gauntlet, which is where the Rivals players will compete to try and make it into the MPL for the next year.
Yeah, this sounds like a very stressful tournament to be a part of, but a really fun tournament to watch because, you know, it has such a phenomenal prize. If you win, you get to be a professional Magic player.
That's your job.
It gets to be your career for a year, and that's a pretty good deal for a lot of people.
So when does this all start is the big question. It's going to be a partial season coming up this year, and then in 2020-2021, it's going to be an August to August season,
yes,
which is a little bit wonky, but that's when the full thing will kick into gear.
One of the criticisms of this announcement from players has been that results from this year might not really end up counting towards anything because the MPL right now is already set and the partial season hasn't actually started. So if you won a Grand Prix in, say, March, it might not mean quite as much as if you were to win a Grand Prix in, say, October.
But something that you just reminded me of, actually, is Grand Prix now feed all of these things. Points from these are going to count, as well as stuff from the SCG Tour.
Oh, yes.
Which hasn't, in the recent past, meant anything as far as competitive Magic is, Wizards of the Coast competitive Magic is concerned.
The other main criticism is that there's still no kind of pro point system for people who have consistently good results at Grand Prix. You still really need to top 8 a Grand Prix to make a Players Tour. There's no equivalent of bronze or silver, but that is something that Wizards has said on Twitter that they're working on.
Yeah, so they're working on it. No news on that yet, but hopefully in the near future. Something about this announcement that's exciting to me is there's so many more events, and hopefully that means so much more awesome coverage that we get to watch on the weekends and all that kind of stuff.
I'm so excited for more Magic. Anyway, there's so much to talk about in this announcement. We could go on it for hours.
We really could.
But we're going to move on for the sake of time. There's a lot more to read, or you can listen to the full podcast.
Yeah, we'll put links in the show notes here if you want to read the full article. But good luck, high five. We'll also be covering this. In other news, Grand Prix Birmingham happened this past weekend.
Absolutely. So we're still in Hogak Modern.
Yes.
But this time Hogak only took 3 of the 8 top 8 spots.
Is that all?
A low performance for Hogak. The other spots being taken by Mardu Shadow, Hardened Scales, Burn, Blue-White Control, and the Urza Thopter Sword deck.
Okay, so some cool decks in that top 8. Rory Keir Smith won the whole thing with Mardu Shadow, but a kind of interesting side note, Greg.
Yeah, tell me more.
All right, so Simon Nielsen came in second, and he actually won the whole tournament last year, so he almost went back-to-back.
Yeah, almost a Grand Prix Birmingham back-to-back. That would have been great for him, but still a second-place finish is very phenomenal from him.
So if you're following the action on Twitter this weekend, it was MCQ weekend on Magic Arena, and we are trying to get to a top 16 for players to qualify for Mythic Championship 5 coming up pretty soon.
So that would be an Arena Mythic Championship, not a Tabletop Mythic Championship like we just saw.
That's right. And these Arena Mythic Championships have a huge prize payout. Yeah. And if you're top 16, congratulations, you are in. You're qualified. Woo. Some notable players who qualified through this MCQW include Stan Sifka, who you might remember from the, what was it called? The special alpha draft or whatever.
Oh, right.
The
beta draft that happened at a GP not too long ago.
At the Pro Tour 25th anniversary.
At the Pro Tour, yes.
Andre Strosky, who's quit Magic so many times, but just can't stay away.
Coming back.
And Sebastian Pozzo, who won Draft Master a few years ago.
Absolutely.
So welcome back, Sebastian Pozzo.
Yeah, should be an awesome event.
I screen capped this tweet that I just wanted to read. This is a player who made in top 16, who is not quote unquote a known name, but it was so beautiful to hear him say how he felt about winning the event, or top 16 the event rather. I still can't believe it. Waiting for the confirmation mail from WotC. I picked up Magic again this summer in the pre-release after many years away. I joined Arena, made the top 1,000, went 14-1, and now I'll play against all of my heroes. This is just wow. Tear emoji, tear emoji.
Yeah, this person has done it. They have lived the dream. They have climbed through the system and made it to the Mythic Championship. This is what we all aspire to.
Yeah.
So this is awesome and a beautiful tweet.
I think that's great.
Yes.
All right, coming up next, the Emerald Core split happened this past weekend. Seth Manfield took down the Emerald division, and he was playing Esper Control in the round robin portion of the tournament and Vampires in the top 4.
Yeah, he actually had a really cool video where he went through his matches after the fact, and you could watch them happen. So if you want to watch one of the best players in the world talk their way through some standard matches, a really good video to go watch. And we can link that in the show notes too.
Absolutely. And Vampires, my deck of choice. Yeah. So I really like getting some more insight on that as well. So of course he gets an auto day 2 at Mythic Championship 5.
That is wild.
Which is absolutely insane how good of a prize that is. Next up is going to be the Sapphire division, but we're going to skip a week. That's coming at you on August 7th, which will be Saturday, of course, because we're taking a break for what? MagicFest Vegas.
MagicFest Vegas is this weekend, one of the biggest Magic Fests of the year. In Las Vegas, there's a Modern Grand Prix and a limited Grand Prix with Modern Horizons, tons of side events, tons of artists and cosplayers. It's such a phenomenal event. Marie will be there, Megan will be there, I'll be there.
Yay!
So come say hi if you're going to be there.
Yes.
It should just be an awesome weekend.
Yeah, we'll have stickers and tokens for anyone who wants to come up to us and give us a high five. They're yours. We're also doing a meet and greet at the Weird Cards booth from 1 to 3 p.m. on Saturday. I am working the event, so I'm going to be going in and out, but Megan will be there the whole time. And I don't know if you're playing the main or something, Greg,
I'm just going to be playing fun side events,
all right,
actually.
Well, you can stop by too
so,
then.
yeah, come find me. Oh yeah, and also there'll be a lot of Commander hype at this MagicFest.
That's true.
Because Commander 2019 is officially releasing on Friday. So you can come to the MagicFest, get an early copy of Commander 2019, play with the decks, take out cards and put them in your current decks. There'll be a lot of Commander activity going on at this MagicFest.
Yeah,
I don't usually bring my Commander decks to MagicFest, but I'm bringing them to this one.
There's a Commander party.
Yeah, there's a Commander party.
Okay, cool stuff there. And a fun little bit of news to round out the show this week. If you've ever thought to yourself, I wish I had some Planeswalker yoga pants, guess what? You're in luck. There's a website, wildbangarang.com from the UK, that's now offering Planeswalker yoga pants, dresses, and a Jace Bellerin cloak.
They are awesome. If nothing else, just go check them out. They are hilarious.
They're cool to see, releasing on Friday the 23rd. Whew, well, we did it, Greg.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for having me on the Upkeep.
Thanks for being on. All right, everybody, check out our full-length podcast, Good Luck High Five, wherever you can find most fine podcasts, and support us on Patreon at GLHF Magic.
Good luck, high five.